ago.
Well,
Really?
aren't you special?
I hope they come back.
We left
Uh,
when they heard Jacob was coming.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Usually people do leave when they know I'm coming.
What?
I got to fix your camera. Hold on for just one
Yeah.
moment.
But before I forget about sponsorships, fucking badger me, please, about going through that Google Doc and getting us some real sponsors.
Okay.
Because I seriously have to fucking do that. Because like we need like a BetterHelp sponsorship.
Can you get a better help?
We could.
You think so?
I,
How does that work?
well, we have a list of people with affiliate programs like BetterHelp,
Yeah.
and you literally like you don't even really need a big amount of listeners or anything. You just put in all your information, and they're like, "Here's your code, and you have this code to help sell our product." And it's kind of like door to door sales in a way. It's like the more you sell, the more you make.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so it's like people would have to use our code for us to see any money, but it
Yeah.
makes us look professional.
And
Have,
we a
have
lot of our
some-
listeners probably need better help.
I know, right? I was
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
say, do you guys know anything about that? Have either one of y'all tried it?
I've heard some weird stuff about it, but I've never tried it. Like, a lot of people feel weird about having their personal records like being held like that by a big company,
Yeah.
Google type
Yeah.
company. But I'm like, we put everything out there anyways. Who cares?
That's true.
Yeah, this podcast is basically my BetterHelp.
Yeah, I go on. I tell everybody about my mental health bullshit.
Oh, I
Well,
need to
we
bring up
can-
my physical health this episode
Okay.
because some things have developed,
Well,
guys.
we're gonna go ahead and start the episode. So,
Okay.
all right, are you ready to do the ad read, Jacob?
I guess so.
All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1.
This episode of the Open Micers podcast is brought to you by none other than Daniel Salmon. Do you like retro video games? Then you should check out the Nerd Cave Retro on Spotify, iTunes, and wherever you can find podcasts. If you like the show, then you can join the Discord by going to the Nerd Cave Retro Twitter page and click the link at the top of the page. This man's evil, making me read Nerd Cave Retro sponsors on Open Micers
I
podcast.
love Daniel Salmon.
I'm gonna fight him in a celebrity boxing match. But this show is also brought to you by Mr. Derek Diamond, Miss Kathy Gutierrez Figueroa, and old Rob himself, Mr. Robbie Hennig. Thank you so much for being patrons, and go to www.openmicers.com to be just like them. Let's start the episode.
Here we go. That music can only mean one thing. It is time for the Open Micers podcast, and my name is Jason Robbins.
Woo! I'm Jacob Craig. I'm out of breath. Our guest tonight, guys, is someone that you should know if you've listened to our podcast.
Yeah, she's been on here like 8 times, and she's one of our favorite people. So if you don't know her, you should know her.
Yeah, she holds the record for the most appearances in Open Micers history. And that's bigger than an Oscar in my book. No one gets slapped on this show yet.
Yeah. You know, we should do our own award show. We should.
Oh,
We
that
should.
would be so fun.
I think
We'll
this
do
needs
it.
to happen.
We'll do it at the next milestone. What is that, 150?
Yeah, I think so. 125, something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, we can do an award show. It's Patty Dwyer, everybody.
Hey,
Hi, Patty.
having
How are
me.
you?
I'm good. Been busy. Just moved not too long ago, just a couple weeks ago. So now I live in Gulfport instead of fucking Waveland.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I'm not an hour away from everybody anymore, which is super cool.
That's cool. Jacob, are you going to vomit on yourself? What are you doing over there?
So here's the thing, Daddy. My mommy has been limiting the amount of Diet Cokes I get every week. She's only buying so many. So I'm currently drinking a Crown Royal whiskey and cola.
Oh
And
my god.
It's making me burp like a hot diggity dog.
That
I have not tried that one, but I did try the Tanqueray and soda one, and it was really good.
This is really good. Yeah, I fucks with it.
I'm just gonna go ahead and say that just sounds awful.
Crown
Well,
and Coke, that's a classic, though.
yeah.
I'm not gonna drink that. I will not drink that. That's not gonna happen.
I'm just drinking sparkling water, so
I am drinking
Ooh.
yeah.
some nice, cold, great value purified water straight from the bottle.
With extra microplastics.
Yeah.
See, that's proof that you used to work in the food industry. That you have those on hand.
Hey, it's cheap. They're like $2 for a carton, and I keep forgetting to get my Brita water filter. So
Brita water filter.
Yeah, Brita water filter.
We have a Brita filter too, but I still don't like drinking it. I still feel like it's gross, so then I just like drink all the sparkling water, and I'm like, I don't even know why I bought this filter.
So what you're saying is that you suck dick, but you're too good to drink out of the tap? But that's really what you're gonna say right now?
Have you ever heard of OCD?
Yeah, I know of it. We're friends.
I'm acquainted. Yeah. So what's going on, Patty? Tell us about the new show you got going on once a month at the Reef.
Yes, it's usually the last Thursday of the month. This month we did it in the middle of the month because they had like an event and someone was giving them a bunch of money. So I was like, I'm not going to stop you from doing that. They still let me do my show on a different day. But it's been really good. Like, I've had no less than like 10 comics sign up. So it's usually at least an hour, if not an hour and a half. And I've been meeting new comics every time. There was a guy, Ray Chapman. I don't know if you've ever met him. And he's like, oh, I just moved back from like Cali, or I don't remember, a big place, and he's like, I've been doing comedy for decades. And he was pretty funny. He did a really funny bit about R. Kelly, like low-key telling us about his problem in his songs, his whole he was singing the whole my mind is telling me no, but my body. And this man had some pipes on him. I was like, you could just, sing.
That's cool.
But it was really good. Yeah. We've been having a lot of fun, all positive vibes. And I really enjoy it because my favorite part of running these shows is like making everybody look good, making sure everybody's happy and having a good time, and just trying to maintain like a positive experience. So it's been super fun. I've been enjoying the fuck out of it.
I'm sorry I didn't get to go to the last one that just happened the other night, but I will be there for the next one. I promise.
All right. Hell yeah.
But
the governor did really, it was like I laughed because I couldn't believe he was saying it, but he had this bit about, because of the shooting recently, about like white supremacists and about like, you really shouldn't be proud to be white because it's like you had nothing to do with that, You should be proud about shit you actually did, It came to the point of like the only person who can actually be a white supremacist is Michael Jackson because he really worked for it. But it was like a very tense, like in the room when he was doing this bit, and I was just like, oh my God. But it was he's not pro white supremacist, that's for damn sure.
Well, hold on. We should investigate before we really put the final nail in the coffin of whether or not the governor's a white supremacist.
Well, he is British, and they were the original colonists. So
there you go, and that's enough for me, to be quite honest. And I don't know how such a bad comic came up with such a funny joke. That is so incredible that he actually pulled that off. Guys, I'm hot. I have 7% alcohol in my body,
I'm sure,
and I'm gonna light everybody on fire tonight.
Are you doing the drunk and the stoned versus drunk versus sober?
You bet your fucking ass I am.
Okay. I am looking forward to that.
Hell yeah. Yeah, me and Duncan Stone Street, we're gonna be on team other because we're both gonna be drunk and stoned. So we don't know what's gonna happen, but we're gonna be on team fucked.
Hell yeah.
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 I don't know if I could do that. There's no, I mean, I can barely tell jokes when I'm drunk, much less
Yeah.
stoned. There's no
you can
way. I can
you can barely tell jokes.
Yeah, I can barely tell jokes sober, much less,
Well, how drunk do you have to be? Like, I know you don't have to be like wasted to do
Yeah.
it. Like,
Yeah.
what do they consider like fair for the competition?
Literally one beer, which I think is pussy shit.
Yeah, that's not.
So I'm gonna get fucking plastered before I go on
I'm
stage.
thinking if you're gonna do a show called Drunk versus Stoned versus Sober, if you're the drunk part, you have to be at least at the very bare minimum 4 beers or 4 shots into it.
Yeah, I get drunk pretty quick too, so I can get fucking just 2 shots and a beer in me, and
That's
I'm
good.
gonna be just like R. Kelly. I'm gonna be pissing on bitches.
Especially on an empty stomach. It really depends on if you've eaten or not.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna have eaten.
And Touch Biloxi's
Whoa.
joined us in the chat room. What's up, my good sir? He says, "Oh shit, it's Patty."
Oh, hey.
Oh, Patty, it's shit. Yeah, I think I'm glad that you have a Biloxi room because Biloxi's been a weird market for comedy, especially lately, and there definitely needs to be something over there.
Because it's like the big city around here that's like fun. It's got shit going on. It's got casinos. It's got music. It's got everything, but like it didn't have any comedy, which is weird.
Right.
And with it being at the Reef, like which is a bar that's already really popular, it's just there's motherfuckers in there, whether or not they know about the show, which is great for me because the owner's like, yeah, this is so great. Everybody's here. People love comedy. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure they were just fucked up and they're just here. But
Yeah.
hey, like if I'm making you happy, dude, yeah, I love it.
I just get worried when we do that show because it seems like every time we do that show, we're about to start and there's always like, families in there with like kids in the back playing pool and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, guys, we're about to start telling jokes about porn and probably private parts and everything. So you want to keep the kids here?
Well, when we first discussed it, it was like, that's why, most mics start at like 7 or 8, and that's why we start at 9. And like, ideally, it's supposed to be 18 and up after 9. But I didn't do it this last time. Thank you for reminding me. But usually I'd be like, hey guys, viewer discretion is advised. But you're right about that.
Yeah.
Because it is a family restaurant, but I do need to be more vocal about that.
Yeah, and he said he did a write-up on the Sky Bar. They really seem like they are actually about local acts, and that's good to see. People that are actually like into having local, whether it's comedians or musicians, because it's hard to get bar owners on board for entertainment.
The staff there is so awesome. Andrew, when he started managing up there, was just like, everybody on the beach does trivia and karaoke, and they have DJs, and nobody gives a shit anymore. And we're just like every other bar on the beach. And he's like, I love comedy. I want to see comedy here. And Rita Wicht, who is in None the Wiser, she's one of the bartenders there, one of the head bartenders there. And she was like, immediately brought me up and put me in touch with him. And they're just so fucking excited to do it. And Andrew is such an awesome person to collaborate and work with. He's so respectful, and we're just trying to help each other out. And I have never had this kind of opportunity when working with a venue. And like we're friends with a lot of the musicians and stuff around here, and they do a lot of really cool events there. Like they recently did a charity event for brain cancer, for pediatric brain cancer, and they donated all the proceeds to Hogs for a Cause, which is like one of those motorcycle club like charity things out of
Hell yeah, brother.
Louisiana. Yeah, because they helped Rita's son actually had had a problem with that. He's cancer free now, but she wanted to give back, and so they had a bunch of bands playing for free, and everybody gave a bunch of money, and they did a silent auction. And there, it's so nice to be like around people who are involved with their community and are trying to build each other up and work together. And it's been a
Yeah.
blessing.
That's definitely what's been missing from the comedy scene is decency. And that's all I'll say. That's all I have to say
Yeah,
about that.
We're not going to elaborate on that.
But
Yeah. Comedians are problematic. Like us included, I'm sure.
boy howdy. Patty, the last time you were on was our episode 69 spectacular, which I believe was in last September a year ago. What have you been doing since September of last year? Please give me day by day, play by play.
We got another cat, but the cat kind of was like outside and was just like being kind of sweet, and then I was like, he's hungry, and brought him inside, and then he just never left. And I don't know, he's like one of those weird cats that is just like lets you do whatever you want and hold him. And he's amazing. I don't know, I think he's like Jesus, like reincarnated in a cat form. I don't know.
He's
But
come
that's
to save us.
yeah, like me and Zach, my boyfriend, for those of you that don't know, and a friend of ours were like tripping on acid, and
Whoa!
it's the first time that we like got to introduce him to somebody new, and we're like explaining him and his like aura and what kind of cat he is. And then she like picks him up, and it's just like you can see in her face that she understood what we were talking about. And we had this like fucking spiritual experience being like, this cat is fucking God, you know? It was pretty awesome.
That's
And then
awesome.
we tried to fuck her and she didn't want to, and then it ruined the night.
And I just want to apologize to our listeners for Jacob's incessant burping this whole time.
Why would you do that?
Send all your complaints to @JacobCCraig on Twitter or Jacob Craig Comedy on Facebook.
I'll take them all. I'll take all the complaints. And you know what? I'll give some complaints about myself to myself, because that'll really fucking show you. I don't care. I don't care about the complaints. This is my podcast. And you know, when you turn into Open Micers Podcast, you're going to hear me burp. And you're going to hear me talk about my shit. Speaking of which, guys,
I
something
knew
happened.
it was coming. I
Oh,
knew
yeah,
it.
your body. What's up with your body, Jacob?
Well, two things. First thing, I recently shit the bed. Now, normally this wouldn't be a big deal, right? I've shit the bed before. This was the first. This was the first time I ever shit the bed with my girlfriend in it.
And she's
so,
still
Oh,
with
she
you.
lives with you now, huh?
Yeah, she does. So
Congrats, buddy.
thanks, man. It's a big step for us. Sorry about that. I had to get that out there.
Yeah, you really know you're with the right person when you can shit the bed and they don't go anywhere. That's true love right there.
But
Have you done that yet, Jason?
Huh?
Have you shit the bed?
No, I have not
You said,
shit the
huh?
bed. I have not shit the bed in probably decades.
So here's what happened. I didn't have a choice in the matter. Like it came, and I knew that as soon as it was coming, I tried to clench, and my body was like, "You have abused us for the last time, Jacob C. Craig," and it just came out. And from my girlfriend's perspective, all she saw was just me get up frantically saying, "I have to go to the bathroom," and I didn't realize what I had done. But I checked my underwear and I'm like, yep, there's shit in that. That's not new. And then I checked my pants because I was wearing like sleep shorts, like pajama shorts. And there was shit in those too.
Well, at least you
like,
didn't bare ass blow shit chunks onto
Yeah.
her thigh or something, you know.
Oh, that would have been bad. But no, I knew it went through the pants. And then so I was in the bathroom and she texted me did you just diarrhea in the bed? And I sent back, yes, why? And she said, because I put my hand in it. And that's how she found out. And it went through the sheet onto our egg crate that's between the mattress and us. So I had to dig out just part of that egg crate and throw it away.
At least you had that protective barrier, I guess.
Yeah.
Hit the mattress, straight mattress,
Right. Yeah, that would have been a big problem if I just shit the mattress, which I've done before. But the second thing that's happened that I've been medically concerned about, I discovered what a layman would call a second butthole. And it's very confusing to me. It's almost like my butt crack is trying to expand, because I've noticed this, and this happened the same night I shit myself, and I came back and asked my girlfriend to look at it. And so there's my butt crack, right? And then just a little bit of normal skin, and then like a second butt crack with like a sore, like a hole in it. And I don't know what caused that.
And you've asked a doctor about this?
No. I had to tell it on the podcast first.
I feel that.
This is content.
That sounds problematic.
Yeah.
But is your shit coming out of the extra hole yet?
No. It's just like it's basically like my butt crack ran out of real estate and decided to expand.
Your ass web is becoming larger,
Yes. What's your professional opinion of what I should do, Patty?
I put some Ultraman Lotramin Ultra on it.
Yeah, I'm too poor for that. Give me another one.
What's the great value version of that?
Hydrocortisone?
Yeah, or something for jock itch or something, just to make sure that it doesn't get infected.
Dr. Scholl's. Got it.
I am absolutely horrified right now.
You want to see it? I have pictures.
No, I'm good.
I was about to say Pixar didn't happen.
I do have pictures where you can clearly see my butt crack and me spreading the second butt crack, and you can see the sore in it.
Yeah, you need a dermatologist for that.
A dermatologist, or is there a butt doctor? Jason, who's your butt doctor?
I do not have a butt doctor.
You're a man of a certain age. You need a butt doctor.
I don't have a butt doctor yet.
Really?
Who does your colonoscopies?
I didn't have to have one until I'm 50. I'm only 45.
Oh.
Well.
So you're supposed to start getting your prostate checked at 50?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
You should probably start stretching it out now, bud.
I have a urologist because of my kidney stones, but I don't have a butt doctor. Hopefully not, because if I have another one, I'm just going to go ahead and off myself, because I don't want to deal with that pain anymore. I would literally rather be dead than have to have another kidney stone, honestly.
I've never experienced it, but I have heard nightmare stories about it.
It is literally the worst pain I've ever experienced in my life, and I'm scared to death. Each day I wake up, I'm like, please let this be another day of my life that I don't have a kidney stone.
Yeah. Patty, what song would you sing at Jason's funeral?
Oh, shit. I would do Never Gonna Give You Up.
Oh, that's such a good one. I don't think...
I mean, it's not only is it a joke, but it's also a really fucking good song.
Such a good song.
So that's what you're singing at my funeral, huh?
I will. I promise.
All right.
I don't know what I'm gonna sing at Jason's funeral. Oh man. Maybe maybe the theme song to Rawhide.
What is that?
Hit him up, boom out, hit him up, boom out, rawhide. Hit him up, boom out, hit him up, hit him up, hit him up, Vitamin Rawhide.
That was beautiful. That made me want to squirt a tear a little bit.
Is that how your tears come out? They squirt? You're a
Yeah,
squirter?
a squirt.
He's a squirter.
I'm an eye squirter.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I would sing at Jason's funeral.
Fantastic.
That was good.
Patty, when was the last time you shit yourself?
It was I don't well, it depends on like what you mean by shit yourself, because like I can tell you the last time like I kind of sharted myself, but it wasn't like straight up shit myself.
No, this is the misconception. It's never full shit. Any shit can constitutes as shitting yourself. It's never a full load.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm an adult, for crying out loud.
It was like about like 2 years ago. I had been drinking a lot, and then one morning I like came home from work and I was like, I haven't slept really, but I have a day off, and I have acid in my fridge, so I did it. And then I was just vibing, and at one point the bad diet, I guess, and me not paying attention to what my body was doing resulted in a shart. It was I was by myself, so it was not an issue at all. You know, I was just like, oh, well, shit.
And
then
so
I went on with my night.
Would you argue that that is or isn't normal for a grown person to shit themselves?
I would say probably not, but you know, for me as someone who like has had like a drinking problem, that's normal. I feel like, because my stomach is like fucked up from it. But I've actually not been drinking, and it's been good for my body, but not good for my emotions, because I have them and I didn't know they were there, and now they're all there. But that's also a good reason to go to therapy, I guess.
Yeah. Touch Biloxi says in the chat room, I feel like as an adult, you're allowed maybe 2 shitting yourselves in a 10-year period.
Nope.
I would say one.
Disagree.
One good shart. Like if you're not feeling well, or you get like some bad Taco Bell, yeah, you're allowed one good shart like every 10 years, but not like Jacob. Jacob's like one a day.
No, it is not. I am not a Centrum Silver, okay? I swear to God, I am not. It's once every 3 months, let's say I have an incident. But here's the thing. I'm going to find somebody one day that agrees with me that it's perfectly normal to sometimes just accidentally, you know.
Touch Biloxi says, Jacob Craig, world's shittiest comedian, literally.
Yeah, I'm also really bad at telling jokes.
I don't think it's normal, Jacob, to even at every 3 months. Like, that's seriously something wrong with your digestive tract.
Often. That's more often than Jason gets kidney stones.
Yeah.
You know?
That's like you have a loose O-ring somewhere.
It's almost like you're making a second butthole down there.
That could be it.
That's what happened. You shit yourself so much, your body is just like, I'm creating a second butthole to get all of this out.
Yeah. Eventually, I'm going to combine the two, and then I'll have a cloaca.
By the time your daughter stops wearing diapers, you will be wearing them.
You know what's going to be great is after we both die, your daughter is at least going to have a record of all these to go back and listen to of her father.
I never even thought about this. Like, imagine her sweet little self, and then being like, just on the internet and watching this one day.
And baby, if you're watching, just know that Daddy loves you. Thank you. Thank you for subscribing to www.openmicers.com Patreon. Don't search my name in Pornhub. Whatever you do, do not do that.
Because you won't find it, and you'll be disappointed.
He does have an account.
Won't find anything.
He does have an account on Pornhub, so you could go check out his playlists over there on Pornhub and see what your dad was into.
you can do that? You can just
Yeah, you
like
can do
save
that.
videos to
I
playlist?
have a whole bit about that.
I just,
He, ha- he has a whole playlist.
Not me. Like my whole bit is who are these people that are like Jacob that actually go and make an account on Pornhub? And like
what
what are you making playlists to like
Well,
share with your friends?
that's the only way you can comment. And sometimes you have to comment just the word nice.
Who
So that way they'll
fucking
know.
needs to comment on a porn?
Because I like to
I
brighten
don't
people's
even
days,
comment
Jason.
like on YouTube videos that I
Look,
like.
these
facts.
girls do back-breaking work. I'm talking all the dicks, all the positions, all the black. And they sometimes need to just go scroll down in their comments and just see nice. Like, thank God somebody's enjoying what I'm doing.
Yeah, but how often on the internet do people leave nice comments on
Not,
anything, and not just
but
imagine it's even
yeah,
worse on Pornhub. Like people are awful on
yeah.
YouTube and Twitter. Like I got told I was a waste of oxygen yesterday on Twitter. Like
On,
that's
I apologized. I apologize to you for that.
what brought this on, Jason? What brought the
some
hatred?
super far right wing guy was
Oh,
yelling at
there you
me.
go. That's really all we need to
Because
know, right?
somebody had written something about why do poor people vote Democrat when like blah blah blah, like something about why do poor people vote Democrat, and I was like probably because they don't want to vote for Republicans because they don't like being told they're shitty for being poor, you know?
Yeah,
Like why would you do that?
right.
And then the dude came at me and told me I was a waste of oxygen. Like
And
okay.
as far as I know,
And it wasn't even
most
the guy I was like talking to. It was some
it was
different
another
dude.
person.
Yeah. Came in and was like, "You're a waste of fucking oxygen." I'm like, block.
People are so mean. I did this TikTok one time. It was just this funny video where this guy, he's like God, now I can't really even remember. It was like where you're like talking about like your girl's beautiful and all this shit, and it's like, but we as men need to, we what we really want to do is go discover Atlantis, and like they run away from their girlfriend in the video, and she in the background, and you're just like laughing and running down the hallway or whatever. And I did it with Zach, and these dudes came on there and were just like, she ruined it because I'm a woman and did the dude's part of the video that was funny
Yeah.
as a duet, and I ruined it.
Well, you did because you're a female and you're the worst thing on the planet, Patty. That like women shouldn't exist. It should just be all men, all straight white men, all the time, everywhere.
Hell yeah, brother. So here's my theory.
BJ DeBlow, our intern BJ DeBlow is in the chat room right now. And he says he tells himself he's a waste of oxygen in the mirror every day. Aw.
Aw. And make sure you throw unpaid in there. Don't have him getting any ideas.
Yeah.
Unpaid intern.
And then Touch Biloxi says, "How dare you, Patty, do man thing? Only men do man thing, and we not even do man thing well."
I know. You're absolutely right. BJ is a fucking godsend. Like, BJ, you be out here, I'm a waste of space. This man is like a great musician. He's a sweet guy. I don't know. I only have ever had positive experiences with him, and I'm glad you guys are employing him for free.
Me too. He designed my my yoke shirt for free. No pay.
Nice.
He doesn't get commission when we sell those shirts. But here's my theory about straight white men, right? So straight white men want nothing but straight white dudes on the planet, right?
Yeah.
Maybe they're not so straight.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
I don't think, because if there's only straight white men on the planet, you gotta fuck each other.
Well, I mean, everybody has their preferences. Like, okay, the other day, Kevin Sorbo on Twitter said,
Hell yeah.
What did he say? He said, bring back manly men or something like that, or bring back masculine men. And I and I twittered, I sent him a reply. I said, hey, that's what Grindr's for. Everybody's got their preferences.
Right. Like Zach always talks about how because I'm like, me and other chicks be like, we don't care about your dick size. It's not really that important. Like, we'll make fun of a micro dick, yes, but
Thank
like
God.
average, normal, whatever, huge dick, that's not it doesn't fucking matter. And he's like, no, like guys just want other guys to think they have huge dicks. It's not
Yeah.
for the girls even, you know.
Yeah. So what's your opinion on abnormal dicks?
I mean, it depends on what's abnormal about them. I've seen like a two-tone dick before that was like really tan on the bottom and then like regular white dude on the top.
No, not definitely not like that.
So it was like Michael Jackson wiener.
I don't know. It's because he's like his ethnicity is like Slovakian and white, so it just like did half and half. I don't know.
Well, that's what I am.
Oh wow.
Really?
Yeah. Half
So you
Slavic,
can
half
know.
Irish.
Irish and Slovakian.
Yeah.
That's special.
My wiener's dark and it has a red afro.
Whoa! I did not picture Jason Robbins with red pubes until now.
Just kidding, but like think of it all you want because that just makes a wonderful visual. It looks like Ronald McDonald.
Now I just believe that. You can say it's a joke, but now I just believe that.
Well, tell us what yours looks like, Patty.
It's kind of short.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on circumcisions, Patty? Yay or nay?
Oh my God.
I have no preference.
Like as in like getting fucked by them or just in general?
Both.
Well, I don't care. Like as far as sex goes, either way is fine. It doesn't fucking matter. Either you know how to bang or you don't. And then as far as like, it's unnecessary, I think. I mean, I understand that aesthetically, like people prefer that, but I also think it's just an extra step. I mean, it's, you know, pretty much aesthetic.
Yeah.
So I understand both sides of the argument, but I just think like, who gives a shit?
Right. So if you met somebody who was half circumcised and half not circumcised, that would be good for you, right?
You know, I go both ways, you know, so.
Ha! You found him! That's me, bitch! I caught you! I caught you!
I still wonder about that because I know that that joke is based on a true story, and I'm not sure I don't know what to imagine when I fantasize about you. I just don't know what to make your dick look like.
Probably like a 7-Eleven hot dog that was left on just a day too long.
Aw, I know exactly what that looks like. I used to work at a gas station. Those
Hell
things
yeah.
roll around forever.
And did you eat them once they became free?
No.
You're a stronger man than me. All right, Jason, you should say something.
I don't know what to say. Hold on. Stop it. Oh, I was trying to check Twitch and make sure that everything was going good. I'm back. All right, so here we go. So, Patty, what do you got else going on? You got any more shows you're gonna start doing, or are you just gonna do that once a month at the Reef? You got any other things in the pipeline anywhere?
Not right now. I mean, besides the Stone versus Drunk versus Sober, which is on the 3rd, right?
Yeah.
The 3rd of June. And then I'm gonna go to New Orleans on the 4th. Because Jorge asked me to go do a show there. It's an open mic, but they have like featured comedians on there, so we're gonna split the tips on that. I think that's a Jinx. I'll have to double check, but that'll be on the 4th in New Orleans. I'll post about it later on my Facebook and Instagram. I had actually messaged him because I wanted him to come do my show, and so the show he hosts is every Thursday, so he's like, I'm never gonna be able to do it. And which I was like, well, that sucks. But then as a reward for asking him to do my show, he asked me to do his. So, you know.
Cool.
Comedians unite, you know.
So I think if in my opinion, this is just my personal opinion. I love doing the Reef, but I do think that if they're going to have comedy there and they're going to do comedy nights, they need to do something to control the back of the crowd a little bit. Because it always seems to get a little rowdy.
Well, here's the thing, Patty. Let's cut the shit. When are you going to start selling tickets?
Hold on, let me plug in my computer.
Okay.
She never came back. This is the end.
Dies really fast. So like originally Andrew was like, yeah, I want to do big shows, big names and stuff. And JP, who actually is the guy that like produces the Stone Drunk Sober shows, he asked me to find a place for Nick Youssef. And I asked them, and it's during the summer. So he's like, we can't do that because we're a beach bar and we don't want to do tickets, which I'm like, well, there's an upstairs. You can keep it separate from the middle.
Right.
But, like, I understand that there's people with money in their hand that are above that. So hopefully we can do ticketed shows there. He said when, in the fall, like basically after the summer, after all the beachy vibes and shit is done. And, they'll be willing to do that with me. Yeah, and I'm still figuring that room out too. But last time it wasn't that rowdy. Last time it wasn't loud. Like everybody in the back was kind of like listening. We still got to get the PA system. The sound was supposed to go all the way to the back. Apparently it didn't work. We still got to work that out and just make sure everything's hooked up right. But I also want to do like seating, like more seating in front of the stage, because everybody's so far away that even when someone's doing well, sometimes it's like it's hard to get a connection going with them.
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna do something with that, and maybe bring in some extra chairs or move some of those tables in the front closer. But I'll talk to Andrew about that when I go there in a couple days. Zach's got music shows there anyway, so he's like, I'm gonna double check the sound systems. And I got a new mic stand because ours is fucked up, and I'll be able to keep that one. We're collecting more sound equipment because, as time goes by, I'll have to do more shows without Zach's equipment being there because he's gonna be off playing music. But I just got a bunch of shit in the mail, so but yeah, always I'm open to any other feedback for sure. But I would love to do an actual big ticketed event.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like the math that needs to be made is how much money is stand to be gained from a big name like headlining comedian coming in and selling tickets versus how many people is not going to want to see that show that would be there eating and drinking anyways.
Right.
And I feel like the math is in favor of selling tickets. Patty froze. Now she's back.
You froze. I agree though, because I think that like when people see a name and see like Comedy Central or something next to that, whether or not they even know the comedian, I feel like they're just compelled to buy a ticket, especially if the ticket's only $15-$20. I mean, that's down on the beach, like near the casinos anyway. People go down there to throw money into the water regardless, So I think you're right. I think it just stands to make money there.
Yeah, I'm definitely right. I'm always right.
You're so smart, Jacob.
I am the smartest boy. Jason, who are you talking to in the
I'm
Twitch?
not talking about. There was something on WLOX today I wanted to talk about, and now I can't find it.
You know that you are too old to Google.
I'm looking on Facebook.
I saw that Kendra Schaefer pled not guilty.
Yes.
To animal cruelty after
the fucking rooster.
Yeah, after they caught her on video taking the rooster and dumping the rooster, she pled not guilty. Well, she sent her attorney because she knew there was going to be a bunch of people at the courthouse. So he just went ahead and went a couple days early and was like, not guilty. So she's going to have to actually go to trial now, which I think is dumb because this is just going to cause more problems and more negative publicity for her. Like her name's already not hated enough.
Here's the thing. First of all, my microphone's been on the wrong setting the whole episode. So sorry for that. Second of all, not only did she commit a horrible crime, but she committed a mortal sin in killing a rooster and not cooking that motherfucker. How dare she just dump Carl when we need to be frying and eating Carl?
At least if we would have fried him up and ate him, it would have been a better fate because his death would have been quick.
And he would have been inside us all.
Yeah, we would have had a little bit of Carl in each one of us.
They never found his body, did they?
I think they did. He was dumped off in a dumpster.
Well, he was dumped, but then later on, they made that little coffin. The O'Keefe Funeral Home made a fucking coffin and everything for him.
Well, yeah,
and,
I think a bum actually found his body and dragged him off. So I think some bum ate him.
Yeah, I don't think they ever got him back. Which I'm like,
Jason is from 1955, calling them bums, by the way.
That's what they are. They're bums.
A homeless gentleman who may be listening to Open Micers podcast. They have phones. They have phones.
That's true.
Yeah.
A lot of hobos have phones.
I'm going to do research into this, see how many homeless people listen to our show.
Yeah, put that poll up, Touch Biloxi, because he redeemed a moderator poll. So put up, what was the poll again about bums?
Yeah. Do homeless people listen to Open Micers podcast? Yes or no? That's the meme.
Do you consider yourself homeless, Jacob, since you live at home with your mom and dad and don't pay for your own roof over your head?
I'm not homeless. I'm just homely challenged.
You're very much homed. Yeah.
I'm housed.
Do you pay your mom rent or no?
No.
You're homeless then.
Hey, I have a good deal going, dude. I don't pay rent and that bitch buy me pizza rolls. So I don't know what you can.
I know. Hell, I moved back in with my mom and dad when I was like 28 and lived there till I was like 32. So I trust me, I know.
Do you like your mom?
Who me?
Jason.
Yeah, I like my mom. I mean, I don't want to live with them anymore, but that's not ever going to...
That's reasonable, if you can get along with them. Like, I would never do it, but you guys have heard my stand-up, so...
Yeah, but see, that's the problem. It doesn't matter how old you are. Your parents still think of you as like a 12-year-old kid. So yeah. I'm like 31 years old, and I'm like going out for the night. She's like, where are you going? I'm like, what do you care, old lady? Get out of my face.
You're like, I'm going to get some pussy, Mom. Is that a problem?
What? Say something. But yeah, I mean, I got to the point where I was just like, I can't do this anymore. Like I'm a grown ass man having to like answer to my mom. So I was like, no, I cannot ever do this again, ever. Even though the food was good and I like not having rent, but at the time when you're like, a musician and stuff and you're not working all that much at an actual job, it's hard to pay rent when you don't make any money.
Right.
Especially in a band. Like, because like getting solo gigs is one thing, but like getting band gigs, like you need bigger venues and bigger events, and then you all have to split this money 5-6 different ways.
Yep.
Like, I can only imagine what it's like trying to make money as a local band.
Yeah, and 0 times 5 is still 0 because the label's taking all the money.
Exactly.
You gotta be your own label, my man.
Nowadays, it's a lot easier nowadays to be your own label.
Uh-huh.
We should start a fight with the Sound 228, and we should start Open Micers label. Open Micers music label. Oh, we should produce comedy specials, Jason. We should produce comedy specials.
Why
Open
not?
Micers label.
Okay. I'm down with that.
Yes. BJ, get on it or you're fired.
I make great ads too. But yeah, we could do one at the Sky Bar maybe when they start letting me get ticketed events.
100% live taping at the Sky Bar. I fucks with it.
Yeah.
I can do it.
Man.
I'm down. I don't see why not. I mean, it's not
Just-
that hard to do.
Well, we
Something-
need. Yeah. Is that a train?
Yeah, the
Are
train.
you getting a train ran on you right now, Patty?
The train's like right there, and they're so loud. I'm sorry.
BJ says chicken shit music productions coming right up.
Hell yeah.
Something else you could do. You know how like all the YouTubers were going into like boxing, and now recently they did a big boxing event.
Yeah.
Maybe
100%.
we could do comedians become boxers.
I would smoke anyone on the coast. Come fucking try me right now. I've been threatening everyone with celebrity boxing matches for 104 episodes.
Well, I'm down. Like after we didn't watch the event, like we had our favorite YouTubers that we picked, and then we went back and like read the results, and like every one of our favorite YouTubers got their shit beat out of them.
Right.
And but dude, I want to train for a couple months and like, you know, try
I
to
would-
tap somebody.
I wouldn't even have to train, and I would just fucking hurt people, dude. I mean, I'm gonna just fucking chug Diet Coke and eat a thing of Popeyes fried chicken.
Used to box, you didn't you?
Yeah, I used to train boxing for real. Yeah,
That's an idea.
That's
People
an
pay to see
idea.
that.
The people would pay to see that, but also we need to have our own webpage so we can produce some exclusive open micro specials.
Fuck yeah.
You heard that, BJ? Get on it.
Get on it, BJ. Also, you're gonna fight me in the boxing match. So it's gonna be me
No.
versus you
Yeah.
in the boxing match.
Poor BJ. I'm not putting him in the ring with you.
Aw, yeah, no. He'll be the referee. We'll put BJ in the middle.
Yeah, BJ can be the referee. Like he's got the referee vibe.
Yeah. Also, I think I'm a psychopath, guys. Did you see me get tased?
No.
I barely moved
Why did you get tased?
for Patreon for funsies.
Oh. Did
Yeah.
it hurt? Did it not bother you?
Not a lot. It hurt pretty bad on the stomach, but let me tell you, this is an open message to any content creator on the Gulf Coast. I'll fuck you up in a celebrity boxing match. I will put the mitts on you, and you can sign, sealed, delivered. You better believe I'm yours.
Yeah.
We got to get some brackets written down and see who's willing to do it. I'm going to start getting lessons with Tyler Cowan. You know, he fights at the fucking
Hell yeah.
Coliseum.
Brandon Davis is coming on the podcast. I'm gonna go get some fucking training. I'm gonna just start talking shit to every other podcast on the coast.
I did
Hell yeah.
offer to fight Pepper last year, but he didn't take me up on the offer.
What a pussy.
That seems like something he'd be fucking down for.
I was gonna fight Thomas, and Thomas was like, no.
Really?
Well, it's not like this was actually ever gonna happen. We were just like,
Yeah.
I would fight Thomas, and Jason was like, I would fight Pepper, and they were both like, we don't need that in our lives.
I was going to do it for charity.
I was gonna do it for fun.
I'll
I figured
do it for both.
it would be a good charity event where it have the, you know, when Rushmore was still around, it would have been Rushmore versus open micers, and we could have done a charity boxing event.
What charity would you want to support?
Cure MSD.
Yeah, Cure
.org.
MSD.
That's a real charity I put on
It
my
is.
ass.
Yeah. I mean, you got to cure something, right? Like, yeah.
We should work on curing whatever it is that Pepper Goins has. I don't know if they've come up with a cure for it yet, but I think it's rooted in electricity. And I think we should go for it.
Touch Biloxi said he's 100% to be a part of boxing thing. His dad was a Golden Glove welterweight and taught him a thing or two.
Well, Mark, buddy.
And look, I've seen Mark take out a wall, okay, during the podcast. So I don't know if I want to get in the ring with Mark.
Mark has a boxer's body for sure.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Mark's admitted to me before that he would be afraid to fight me. So I don't know if that would be fair.
Yeah, but I also think that he has some wild chaos magic inside of him that once he actually became like aware in the fight, that he would just switch over and turn into an animal.
Yeah, that's what I would be afraid of.
Yeah.
The fear just leaves your body and just, you become primal.
Yeah, he just like loses all humanity and then just like fucking starts wailing on you, like, and doesn't
Right. And
like doesn't come out of it until you're dead, and then he's like, "What have I done?"
That'd be good content.
It would be, but I don't want to die. At least not yet. I still got at least another good 10, 12 years in me.
Well,
That's
then,
generous.
Instead of like doing it for real, then I guess you can just make a movie about it.
Yeah.
I'm fucking nah, man. What are y'all talking about making movies? I don't know. We should start wrapping this podcast up, guys. Patty, what is it that you've been doing? What do you need to tell the people about?
Come to the Sky Bar at the Reef last Thursday of every month and come watch us do comedy or get on stage yourself because it's super fun. And you don't even have to be good. It'll still be fun and it'll be funny. And you get a free drink. You get a buy one, get one free drink if you get on stage. So just fucking come hang out with us,
Hey, has the guy from the kitchen come out again? Did he come out?
Not yet. I've been really like hoping that he would because he's not going to. I don't know where the fuck he is. He's hiding.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. He's got to be hiding from all of us because he came out there thinking he was going to be Kevin Hart. And you can't do that when you don't have any jokes. You just come out like,
No,
I'm going to
none.
be like Kevin Hart. Okay, tell me a joke. I want to be Kevin Hart. Like, well, okay.
Record me. I'm going to be famous. Just record me. If you don't have anything to say after that, I mean,
I have to say that guy holds the record for the worst set of stand-up comedy I've ever seen in my entire life. Because he literally came out. He was just like, put your TikToks up. Get me on your Facebook Live. I'm going to need all that. What can I say? I'm the cook. I spit in y'all's food. Terrell.
he didn't say that.
A real comedian like heckled him a little bit. And he was instantly just like, I'm going to crack a beer bottle over your fucking head. We're like, whoa. And then he just didn't tell a joke.
Yeah. I was like, you're not making friends with this crowd.
Yeah.
No.
You need them, right? Like, you need them.
In less than 5 minutes, he was like, I spit in all y'all's food. I'm going to threaten to physically assault somebody. And I'm going to have you all record me while not telling any jokes.
Kevin, come back to us. Just write a joke.
And if you come out aggressive saying you're going to break a bottle over somebody's head, you're pretty much just Jason Waterfallsing yourself.
Yeah, nobody wants you to succeed. Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about Jason Waterfalls.
We never forget. # never forget Jason Waterfalls.
Jason Waterfalls.
Titty cheeseburger?
Yeah, titty cheeseburger. #titty cheeseburger. # never forget Jason Waterfalls.
#titty cheeseburger. We should make that into a sketch. We should all do a sketch like Reservoir Dogs style from how like we remember it. And just
and then we could just make like a good 5-minute video and send it to him.
Yeah, just drop it off on VHS at the Waffle House he works at.
Yeah. Oh my God. I'm sure he's got a fucking VHS player. Yeah.
Oh, 100%. Did you see that guy? He watches exclusively porn from the 1980s on VHS.
I mean, he is on Tinder though.
How do you know? Did you see him?
I didn't. You don't remember that? You don't remember being like, oh yeah, Kyla was like, oh, we matched on Tinder one time.
Yeah.
Why did she match with him? That's the thing.
We got to get her back on the show and ask her how that happened.
I don't know. I'm tired.
Yeah, I'm gonna Y'all got any? I want to watch a scary movie tonight. If you have any recommendations.
Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. It just came out. Watch that.
Patty, do you have Shudder?
I did when they were doing it for free during the pandemic.
Well, it's only $5 a month. Just go get Shudder and then watch all the last drive-ins with Joe Bob Briggs. They did a double feature of. It was the 100th anniversary of Nosferatu, and they did the original version the other night, and they did the 1975 Werner Herzog version remake. Did a double feature, and it was awesome.
You know they're remaking it again, right?
I'm sure
somehow Pete Davidson's not going to be Nosferatu.
That's a shame.
That's a shame.
All right. Well, we got to go ahead and start wrapping this up and getting it out of here. Jacob, we already asked you what you got going on. Patty, we love you. Jacob, what you got going on before we get out of here?
Not much, man. I've been taking a break from things. I'm going to be on Team Drunk June 3rd, Stone versus Drunk versus Sober at the Juke Joint. Aside from that, I have been putting a lot of work into this podcast lately. So follow us on all of our socials. You can find our link tree on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, wherever we're at. Check out our link tree. Go follow us everywhere. Get on our Patreon to see me get tased and to see us eat hot peppers.
Yeah, I need to order that hot sauce. So
I thought you did it last episode.
No, I forgot because I'm that way.
This is why
you have to remind me to do these things because I forget. I got so much to do.
This is why we need to pay our intern.
I know he needs to do these things for us. All right, so we got to go ahead and get out of here. Thank you, Patty, for hanging out with us. I'm gonna go ahead and play our music here.
Miss y'all.
And we miss you too. And if you guys want to follow us, go follow us at Open Micers on Instagram and Twitter. OpenMicers.com takes you straight to our Patreon. And if you want, just go to linktree.com/openmicerspodcast. That takes you to all the links. And we will see you guys next week. Awesome. Well, thank you guys, BJ and Touch Biloxi and everybody else was hanging out tonight in the chat room. And we will see you guys next week.